Mr. KC Tyagi joining us on the phone line as well. Mr. Tyagi, what do you make of this survey, these searches that are being carried out by the income tax at BBC premises, both in Delhi and in Mumbai?
मुझे ये जान करके बहुत कष्ट हुआ है कि बीबीसी के बम्बई और दिल्ली कार्यालय पर छापे चढ़ पड़े हैं इनकम टैक्स के। बीबीसी विश्वव्यापी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय ख्याति प्राप्त संगठन है। हमें याद है जयप्रकाश नारायण के आंदोलन में, जिसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता भी शामिल थे, हमारे समाजवादी नेता भी शामिल थे। उस समय जब हम देश में खबरों के लिए तरसते थे तो जेल के अंदर भी और जेल से बाहर भी सच्ची खबरों का एकमात्र साधन बीबीसी था, जिसकी प्रशंसा अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी, अडवाणी जी से लेकर के सभी लोग करते रहे। आज उनके कार्यालयों पर बदले की भावना से की गई कार्रवाई की हम निंदा करते हैं और इससे भारत की विश्वव्यापी जो छवि है उसको भी धक्का लगेगा, क्योंकि 150 से ज्यादा मुल्कों में बीबीसी कार्यरत है और कहीं भी बीबीसी की निष्पक्षता पर कभी कोई सवाल नहीं उठता है। सरकार को ऐसी प्रकार की कार्रवाई से परहेज करना चाहिए।
जी मिस्टर त्यागी, आप सवाल उठा रहे हैं इन सर्चेस पे, तो आपसे ये भी जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं हम कि आप ये एलिगेशन केंद्र सरकार के खिलाफ क्यों लगा रहे हैं, जबकि ऐसे नोटिसेस आईटी डिपार्टमेंट के द्वारा पहले भी 2009 में भी दिए गए हैं बीबीसी को।
2009 की भी हम निंदा करते हैं और अब की हम निंदा करते हैं। बीबीसी से ज्यादा रेस्पेक्टेड ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खबरों के मामले में कोई नहीं है। जब ऑल इंडिया रेडियो और टेलीविजन से खबरें आनी बंद हो गई थी
पर बीबीसी को काफी क्रिटिसिज्म भी मिला है, क्योंकि काफी हद तक काफी मुद्दों को लेके एक बायस्ड रिपोर्ट आज भी बाहर निकल के आया है। सर,
सारी दुनिया के अखबार बाइज्ड हैं उन लोगों के लिए जो आजादी प्रेस की देखना नहीं चाहते। उन्हें मीडिया बाइज्ड लगता है, आजकल भी लगता है, आपातकाल में भी लगता है और इंदिरा गांधी के टाइम पे भी लगता है। अब ये कैसे तय हो कि कौन बाइज्ड है और कौन बाइज्ड नहीं है?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tyagi, for speaking to us here on Times Now. Let me, in fact, go across to Siddharth, my colleague, joining us live with more details to put this story in perspective for our viewers tuning in just now.
So, Kritzween, back in 2003-04, when there was an NDA government in power under Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the government at that point in time, the IT department had wanted a reassessment of the BBC's tax transactions in India, and this was taken forward during the UPA tenure as well, when notices had been issued to the BBC in the year 2010. Remember, then it was the UPA government in power under Manmohan Singh, and the matter went to court. The matter went to the Delhi High Court in 2014 as well as 2016, and these notices had been quashed following a petition that had been filed by the BBC in the higher courts of law in India. Now it remains to be seen as to whether or not the fresh survey that is now being conducted on the part of the IT department right now in the BBC's premises in the national capital has something to do with these transactions or a fresh set of transactions. Remember, the earlier set of transactions and the questions that have been raised by the IT department in relation to those transactions had been quashed in the Delhi High Court, and the IT department will now have to come out with a statement trying to explain as to what the nature of the transactions under scrutiny right now are and why the survey is being conducted at the BBC's offices, not just in the national capital but also in Bombay, is what we're getting to hear.
All right, thank you, Siddharth, for putting that in perspective for us. Let me go across to Mr. Kovai Satyan joining us on the phone line. Mr. Satyan, your take on the ongoing searches that are being carried out at the BBC office in the national capital and in Mumbai. Source-based information goes on to, of course, at the moment suggest that the survey is regarding international taxation and transfer pricing regularity, sir.
Opposition is desperate to spin a narrative, and the person who comes first for them, person who can be easily blamed, are the government agencies, and particularly the IT, ED, all probably will become the scapegoats in the opposition's narrative. And as Indians, we get to believe that the independent officers, statutory bodies don't react based on the instructions of the ruler. It has its own merits, it has its own credibility, And we believe that there is some credible information.
You're saying the fact that these searches are being carried out by the income tax goes on to say that there has to be merit in as to why they're trying to get to the bottom of certain irregularities that perhaps they're trying to unearth. Thank you for joining us on the phone line. With that, we need to quickly shift our focus